Yo, 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 yo. You rocking with the fresh. It's the KRUZE review on 4i Fly.
And TP.
Yeah, we back with another crash and burn.
Crash and burn. Man,
Yeah,
what is
man.
this? Like 5, maybe 6?
Yeah, I think it's number 6 actually.
Yeah, this is number 6, man. So hell, man,
Yeah.
a lot of things been going on.
Yeah, a lot of things going on in the world, man. I think things would have slowed down during this COVID era.
Nah.
Seems like people got more time on their hands, and a lot of situations, been popping up.
Yeah, we gonna start off with a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we should start off with a relationship. I
Okay.
know y'all like when we talk about the relationship
Okay.
topics. So,
Yeah.
Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B and Offset situation. Back and forth. First they together, then they not, then they divorcing, then they back together. Make up the breakup.
The reality of today.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think what it is like when you in your 20s, I mean, you still living life. And from a perspective of Offset, so you gotta look at it from somebody that came up, that they watch TV, they watch the Instagram models, they watch the the lifestyle. Then once you finally get involved with it, you don't really have the discipline to really cut things off. You know what I'm saying? You just want to live that lifestyle. So you really gonna have to be disciplined to when you in a marriage, to not engage in that stuff that you was doing when you was single. You can't be a married person trying to live a single person's lifestyle. It's not gonna work. Then I remember hearing another. You good? Another blogger or YouTube or something like that. It was a girl, female, and she was like, "Well, Cardi B, how you expect a man to be faithful to an ex-stripper, a prostitute, somebody that's still perpetuating that type of that lifestyle?" So, I think it was real funny how she brought that fact up too. But like I'm saying about a person being disciplined and really got to change your whole mindset and your life up when you become married or whatever. Yeah. And I can speak on it because I was at one point. So, booyaka. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You brought up a lot of good points, man. First off and foremost, this is a great topic, a great subject, but I want to send my sincerest regards to my niece, my new nephew, Michaela and Marcus Gonzalez.
Okay.
Just got married yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. So
big things popping.
Big things popping, man. Young, doing it young too. He's 22 and she's 20. So this is perfect subject, but nevertheless, I'm proud of both of you. Lessons to many years, things to come. Marriage is not easy. Like bro said, bro was married at one point. I am married, as y'all can see. It's not easy, man. And there's a lot of factors with within Offset and Cardi that we can speak about. But the one thing that needs to be spoken about, and I want to shout out my lovely wife because she made a post the other day, and she hit it on the nose, you know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of people say the same thing about it. First and foremost, the word is marriage. That's it. It ain't no relationship, it's marriage. And one thing everybody got to stop doing today, whether it's in the COVID era, whether it's, it's celebrities, family members, friends, or whatever. One thing people got to do, and it's so simple, you got to mind your business. Everybody got an opinion when it comes to what marriage folks is doing, and whether you in a relationship, it might be true, it might be more women, but it's men too. Niggas be talking to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be talking to their homeboys and cousins and all of that too, Some niggas choose to keep it to themselves. That's what's up. You can give somebody advice, but when it comes to marriage people, you know what I'm saying? You single people got to stop giving advice for one. And you know what I'm saying? Because you're going off of what you think and what you did. You got to stop giving advice and you got to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? What marriage people do, that's what marriage people do. If she wanted to get a divorce and they back together, guess what? That's their choice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you females and a lot of you bum niggas, y'all be taking all kinds of women back. Y'all break up every other day and get back together and be fucking on the low and all of that and trying to make it seem like you, oh man, I'm done with her. Nah, nigga, nah, you ain't. So, you know what I'm saying? None of y'all should really be even talking about Cardi and Offset. You need to be worried about yourself. You never know what somebody been through. And like bro said, homegirl that, said that about her being a prostitute, a stripper, and all of that. Yeah, that got a lot of factors. It does. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a pass, but guess what? What I'm gonna say to that, a lot of y'all was prostitutes and strippers. Just don't nobody know about it.
Yeah.
All y'all got bones in y'all's closet. All y'all PKs. If you don't know what a PK is, that's a preacher kid. All of y'all going to church, all of y'all church women and all of that. Y'all be the dirtiest ones. Out here, y'all the freakiest ones. Y'all go pray. Today's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all go get praise, and right after praise is over, Sunday night is get it in night. Straight up. Don't, especially in the COVID era, don't believe the fact that, you know what I'm saying, old kids in school. Nah, especially right now with NTI, with kids doing school on the computer. Oh, these hoes is getting it in. They getting it in because, first of all, you got to put your kid in a whole nother room. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got side and back doors. Y'all be sliding niggas through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be putting the kids early to bed early. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. A lot of y'all tell niggas to come over, you know what I'm saying? And y'all be getting it in your driveway. Especially if a nigga got tinted windows, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be going to these jump off hotels in the COVID era with no mask on, none of that. But you got the nerve to call another woman a stripper and a prostitute. Bitch, you a stripper and a prostitute too. You just don't get paid for yours. You know what I'm saying? With money, you get paid with, something else. I ain't, I'm trying to watch my speech, but the point I'm making is stay out of people's business, because a lot of y'all ain't squeaky clean like you think you are. A lot of y'all got issues and problems. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, whether you married, relationship or single, a lot of y'all be creeping, you know what I'm saying, on Facebook and inboxes, A lot of y'all be creeping through stories or whatever, looking at niggas' pictures, wishing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be, you know, trying to play the coy role, like, oh, we just friends, and yeah, he was a good guy, and yeah, you know, nah, a lot of y'all are just y'all waiting for niggas to break up in relationships and marriages so you can get your pussy licked and get your freak on. You know, a lot of y'all got thoughts in your mind right now whether a nigga's married in a relationship or not. A lot of y'all females, you know, y'all talking about the niggas, but it's really y'all women. A lot of y'all don't care if a nigga's married or not. A lot of y'all messing with married men right now, not caring about the other woman's, you know, emotions and thoughts or whatever. So, but you got the nerve to call another woman a prostitute and a stripper. Man, and all of y'all are getting it in right now. A group on Facebook right now called Married Unmasked. And man, they worse than the single people.
What?
Yes, on there. I ain't mean to put it out like that, but yo,
it's already out.
Yeah, some of the stuff on there, man, you straight up. You know, everybody's having an issue right now. A lot of people struggling with insecurity. You know what I'm saying? And on that Marriage Unmasked, you see people talking about, you know, they don't know nothing about intimacy. They don't know how to, you know, turn their partner on because they've been married for, you know, years. You know what I'm saying? You do lose interest sometimes, and it ain't just gotta be in a sexual way. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about friendship, and that's what people forget about the most. What did Cardi and Offset? What was they before they was anything? They was friends. That don't get the attention that it needs to get because people are focused on, oh, he cheated and all of that. Well, guess what? Cheating just ain't physical. Who's to say she wasn't cheating on him? Like she said in the WAP song. Y'all know what she said. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Well, who's to say that nigga wasn't coming home from doing shows or in the studio and having to clean up, having to change culture and all of that? Y'all don't talk about that. Niggas get tired too. Should we get tired of changing diapers and cleaning up too, taking out the trash, all of that? We got needs too. Who's to say what was going on in their household, her doing those shows or whatever? Niggas, you know, especially after this video came out, you know, niggas inboxing her. Who's to say her phone wasn't ringing off when they was going out to eat and stuff? And it's like, damn, can you put your phone down for a minute? You know what I'm saying? Especially after the WAP. So that's the side none of y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion, but until you know, you know. Everybody don't know how it feel to live in Atlanta. Everybody don't know how it feel to live in New York. To live in that lifestyle. Let me tell you, living in Atlanta, that ain't something that you can easily stop when you so used to going to the club and VIP and you so used to going to the strip club. You just can't move. Even if you move to Utah, if you was doing that lifestyle most of your life, guess what? You can find that same lifestyle on the internet. It's hard. People want to, all you do is sit around, look at ass all day, and you know, you on Instagram and all you do is looking at ass and all of that. Guess what? If that's what a nigga was doing for years, it'll take some time for him to get out of. Even as a married man, you know, even as a faithful and committed man. It ain't about always looking at ass, you know. Maybe he just like being in that lifestyle of hearing loud music, lights, seeing something sexy on a woman. You know, a woman, a lot of y'all pay attention to what a nigga's looking at. You should be taking notes of what he's looking at. Maybe boring, lame, you know what I'm saying, Jane ass, you know what I'm saying, want to wear flats and don't put on no L's. Maybe you need to see what he's looking at so you can get your ass sexy. Don't want to get your hair done, you know what I'm saying, just always putting on a bonnet and wrapping your hair up everywhere you go. You should get old too. And then, you know, on the other side of that, maybe some of you niggas, you need to see another nigga in your woman's inbox getting at her, telling her how fine she is and all of that, because maybe you forgot. Maybe you so, you know, so bummed out and used to smoking weeds and freaking Black and Mouths in your 40s, smelling on musty. You don't wash under your arms, don't go get a new shirt or nothing. Nigga been wearing the same white tees from last summer with ketchup and spaghetti stains on it, nigga. You a bum. And you ain't bought you know, a new pair of shoes, sneakers, nothing. You just wearing the same thing and expect somebody to be attracted to you. When it's time to go out to get something to eat, you throwing on some sweatpants and shit. When she, you know, she done went and got sexy and extra fly. She got a nice freaking, don't nobody want to be seen like that. Straight up. So, you know, I said that to say this. You can cheat in different ways. You can cheat on a person with how your appearance look. A lot of y'all niggas, especially during the COVID era, y'all ain't been to the barbershop in months. And y'all think y'all think it's cool. Nah, nigga, cut that off. You know, go get that shaped up. Go get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? You expect somebody just to lay down and open wide because you married. No, it don't work like that. So it goes both ways. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Cardi and Offset, look, man, if they want to break up, cool. If they want to get back together, cool. Mind your business. Worry about your... When's the last time you broke up with somebody? When's the last time somebody married you? I'm looking for y'all's rings.
Oh, man.
A lot of y'all go to the store and all of that. Married, you don't even put your ring on. But you want to talk about what somebody else is doing and what somebody else did, man. Get out of here with that crap. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Shout out to Cardi and Offset, you know, for putting it out in the open, their falls and trips. Because everybody out here is falling. We just ain't seeing everybody's motion. Because they choose to hide it. They choose not to speak about it. But they on Facebook talking about everybody else. Get out of here with that crap. Straight up. On the real. That's that. Next topic.
Next topic. Woo! That was a hot one. I got another topic for us to touch on. Joe Budden versus everybody. I mean everybody. From Vince Santana to Gilly the Kid to Troy Ave. Joe Budden just getting into it with everybody, man, these days, man.
Yeah.
I heard about the whole Santana thing. I don't know, man. I mean, you can look at that situation as two things. But on the flip side, you do see a pattern of the same type of situation. So somebody's not lying. Yeah. If you see a continuous pattern, and I'm not talking about the narrative of, you know, two people breaking up. I'm talking about the abuse pattern.
Yeah.
That was spoken on. Mm-hmm. Then I think she mentioned something about him doing something crazy with a dog. I don't know nothing about that shit, but
somebody else spoke about that.
But the whole narrative of him dealing with that situation and with you know, seeing Santana, then he was in a public situation with Tahiri. Mm-hmm. Then you had what's that model chick he was dating at one point?
I can't believe it.
You can't remember, but you know, y'all know who she is. But it's been the same narrative. Then this whole thing with him and Gilly the Kid.
Yeah, touch on that a little bit, just a tad, so for the people that don't know.
Well, the situation with him and Gilly the Kid, he said something about, was it his podcast or was it?
Yeah, it was his podcast because the 6ix9ine situation. 6ix9ine went to Gilly to interview him. It's really how, you know, how it started from the forefront. But it was about the podcast.
Yeah, basically. Then you know, their response was talking about really the ownership of what they're doing versus what he's doing. Right. And
that led into Charlemagne, you know, and all of that, Spotify.
Yeah, man. So I think People need to, stop hating on the next person's come up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think us as people, we need to stop hating on each other based on things like that.
Absolutely.
Just a crazy situation, you know what I'm saying?
That led to the Troy Ave situation.
Yeah, but see, the Troy Ave situation has been a little deeper from back then. I think it's some hate going on there too, because they've been in a lot of the same, I guess, circles, so to speak, so far as women is concerned, what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that plays a big part of it too.
Yeah. Everything together, what you mentioned, man, it's unfortunate. All of it together as one. I got major love for Button. Always did. As an MC, he's an inspiration for, being able to stop doing something that he had a passion for, obviously, and to pick up something else. Especially because this broadcasting and journalism, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of our passions. You know what I'm saying? Even before music, it was a lot of our passions. A lot of us grew up, me, myself, Fab Five Freddy was an inspiration and really the reason why, I chose to do this in the first place. A lot of y'all want to know where 4 Hour Fly developed. That's where 4 Hour Fly developed. Before it was 4 Hour Fly, it was That Dude Digger. That Dude Digger originated from Fab Five Freddy. There was a correlation, an honor of respect for, a general who stamped pop thing a long time ago from the jump, But reason why I say it's unfortunate, man, because it doesn't put a good taste in the mouth in anything. And if you gotta spin on somebody to taste good, then you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the Spotify thing with Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying, and all of that, you spitting on another black man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And Sin Santana and Tahiri and I can't think. Excuse me, other name. Model.
Esther Baxter.
Yeah, Esther Baxter. It
just popped in my head.
Yeah, man. All beautiful women at the end of the day. All gorgeous. Any man would love to have any one of them. Abuse is real. When somebody mentions abuse, the first thing that comes to people's mind is physical, but abuse is emotional, it's mental. And that's not something that the person that had to endure it can easily let go of. So they have moved on. The next person who gets with it is gonna have to struggle with them with that off of things. So it's not good, man. And treating women like that and having that rap sheet, like bro said, a pattern, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Rumors is rumor. I don't know too much about the dog thing. I know it was something mentioned. Couple of people mentioned that. I'm not gonna get into that. that ain't my thing. But I don't know. But the Troy Ave situation surrounding some of the women, that's corny for niggas to be scuffling and word shuffling between each other because of females.
Yeah.
That's one of the corniest attributes when it comes to niggas nowadays. Yeah. That just like jealousy, you know what I'm saying? That's something, it's more understandable for a woman to be jealous and not a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more understandable for women to want to word shuffle and word scuffle over another woman using to be with a man. You expect that from a woman, but men doing that, that's super corny.
Right.
Especially when it's about a woman. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you supposed to have that title as an entertainer. The last thing that you should have a problem with is getting a woman, so why should it even matter? Especially if it's already over. Once it's over, it's over. Leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be nothing. And then the Gilly situation, it's even worse because, everybody know Gilly. Everybody know who Gilly was and what Gilly do. You know, Gilly, he's not Charlemagne the God. Gilly will put hands on you. Yeah, you know, Gilly still got some shooters for little nephews and cousins too. You know what I'm saying? Joe, I'm not so sure if he got that, or if anybody's gonna step out and do that kind of work for him. But I know Gilly for sure will. So you gotta watch your wordplay, cause just because you have that platform, don't mean that you could just talk to any nigga down to anybody. Cause sometimes it's gonna come back, and you gonna see one of them niggas in the street, and it ain't gonna be like, hey man, that was on record. Sort of like, you know, Jay-Z and Prodigy. You ain't gonna be able to Jay-Z your way out of every situation. Cause, you know, some niggas you talk about, you know what I'm saying, they gonna come see you, and they gonna wanna see you talk that talk with a gun in your mouth, and you ain't gonna be able to walk your way out of it. You gotta be careful. But like I said, regardless of the fact, any of these factors, you know, it looks bad on everybody at the end of the day. Everybody, you know, since Santana being his daughter's, well, I think it's his son's mother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I believe so. They got a boy together.
Yeah. You can say whatever you say. That's still your baby mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
and I heard the audio too.
Uh-huh.
But you know, the phone conversation that allegedly the girl that was friends with Joe.
Yeah.
The you know, the Rocky chick.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That was managing Sin that allegedly put out.
Yeah.
Phone conversation. Now I had listened to that. It was about, it had to be at least a month or two ago when I heard it. So I mean, I heard the audio of that, and I don't know, man. I mean, if you don't know, I mean, like I say, if you don't know all the facts, then you really can't make a hard-nosed judgment.
No, you can't.
On the situation. You know what I'm saying? So
you really can't.
I mean, who's to say? But
yeah,
like I said before, it is a certain pattern to this particular topic that needs to be highlighted and paid attention to.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
without question. Yeah. Shout out to everybody involved. You know, we wish the best for y'all. You know, wish some of these situations could be worked out at the end of the day, because don't nobody need a stain on top of them.
Yeah.
Straight up. So
next topic. VLADtv not apologizing. My perspective on that is that, I mean, it's kind of like this. If you say something publicly that everybody heard publicly and it was the wrong thing, mm-hmm. you should be a man and apologize for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you was wrong, and being that it pertained to the minister is what the whole situation sparred from. Mm-hmm. Is that it's kind of like he's playing that, like Lord Jamar was saying. It's kind of like that he's playing that narrative of, I'm this Jewish dude. Farrakhan has said some things that I don't like about Jews.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
I'm going to keep that posture of not coming out and apologizing on something that I know that I made a mistake on, but still, I'm going to hold that card. Yeah. But in that same vein, you're not even you don't even practice the religion. You know what I'm saying? So you want to kind of play back and forth, jump rope. Mm-hmm. You want to pick and choose when you want to kind of be involved in something, and when you just like, well, I don't really practice that, but you secretly practicing that group sort of unity of being a Jew.
Yeah, yeah.
And I liked how Godfrey and Jamar and even Royce the 5'9" stepped up and was like, yeah, we shouldn't support them. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all gonna do that to Nick Cannon, we need to be able to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I think that's really, man, I think it's a blessing in disguise, really, because it's gonna bring forth us sticking together on a certain topic that we really need to stick together for. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And we need to, you know, start supporting each other when it comes to, you know, certain things like this. You know, when somebody that's outside the culture that's you know coming in trying to perpetuate a certain situation, he's like, no, I got my chest out, so like, nah, I'm not gonna do it publicly. You know, if he'll come on my show, then I apologize to him in person. I'm like, well, you didn't say what you said in person. You said it on the you know, on the show. So yeah,
like I said with the Joe Budden situation, you can do all of that on camera, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to see somebody. You know, you're testing the wrong temperature. I'm gonna just say that, Vlad, you're testing the wrong temperature. Maybe somebody never told you that. Maybe you don't think so.
Well, the Rick Ross situation. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
The Rick Ross situation. Nobody ever brings that up anymore about what happened with the Rick Ross. Yeah, that's the reason why he has that security now, because of what happened with that.
Absolutely. A lot of people think it's a joke out here, and like I said, you think you could just say what you want to say, and you know you're not going to be checked for it. You know, you might be good for a couple of months, might even be good for a year, but eventually you're gonna bump into somebody.
Yeah.
So that's the part, you know, you need to be taking notice of, and everybody needs to be taking notice of, because, you know, one person nobody should play with is the minister, whether you believe what he's putting out or you don't believe it, you know. Still shouldn't play with it, you know. You've seen what happened to Malcolm X. It can happen again. Same light, whether, you know, you believe Farrakhan's people are surrounded by that or not. You know, it's still an evident matter that, you know, a major figure was touched. And it's just to go to show that anybody can be touched.
I would say, I mean, besides that one, because that was so long ago, you can take from it, you might remember this too, the situation that happened with Jim Jones.
Yeah.
When the FOI pulled up on Jim Jones.
Yeah, that's more relevant as well. That's more relevant as well. You know, I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of people. It's understandable in these days. Everybody has their opinion and, you know, thoughts of what they've been through. Nobody really wants to believe in religion, and when they see, you know, somebody else believing in it that's high strung, makes them it pisses them off for some reason. There's a lot of pissed off people out here that's pissed off at somebody believing in something. You know what I'm saying? And it causes a lot of strife, you know, in people's hearts and minds. And I believe that's where that arrogance, you know, builds from, to where, you know, Vlad being Jewish but not having Jewish background in religion, but having more of the arrogance, feel like he's not going to apologize.
Yeah.
Comes from because of that understanding. But, you know, just because you have that understanding and, you know, you believe that a person, you know, believes and has a passion in a stronger belief, don't necessarily mean that they won't put hands on you. Straight up. And Farrakhan had a past before he became the minister, believe it or not. I don't know if a lot of y'all know about his past in the streets of Chicago. If you don't, you know, look it up. Look up some history in detail, and you can understand what I'm saying. Because whether somebody is religious and believes in a religion, don't mean that they don't have family that do. And you sure, being headquarters in Chicago, he still got some family out there on the streets to put in that work. And those are the ones you gotta worry about. So that's why I say be careful with the temperatures that you test, because you never know who's surrounding those temperatures. And I guarantee it's gonna be a situation like that, whether it be from, Farrakhan's side, or whether it be from Royce's side, Lord Jamal's side. Somebody's gonna check Vlad, and it ain't gonna be in a good way, because this ain't gonna be the only situation. It's gonna be something else to pop up. Watch, just give it time. And you don't put a fire out early, then that fire, becomes a burning blaze that is hard to put out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna, end up being. But it is what it is. You want to have that arrogance, so be it. But you better get some weapons along with it. You better get you a team along with it, because it's not gonna end up well. Point blank, period. Straight up. So
this topic we're gonna touch on is an update. Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. Woo! So recently, the LA County has brought charges up against Tory Lanez. Now I'm hearing different stories now about the particular situation. First, we heard the narrative of him getting into it, and him, I guess, her getting out, and her, him, I guess, shooting at the ground or something. I'm hearing other things, like she didn't have no bullet fragments in her feet. She didn't know, she had her back turned, so she didn't know who shot her. Somebody, her friend in the car was getting into it with her or something. So I'm hearing a lot of different storylines on this particular issue. So yeah, man. So I think a lot of different stuff is coming out now that people need to kind of pay attention to too, because we wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we really can't say what happened.
Absolutely.
We can come to the conclusion, but we wasn't actually physically there to understand what exactly went down.
Absolutely.
And then there's other people coming forth that maybe was around, was around Tory Lanez, like his bodyguard was just speaking on him as a person, how when he was around him and how his attitude towards women, things of that nature. So my conclusion is really can't write nobody off until you get all the facts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it's getting to be a nasty, even nastier situation, because the police getting involved now might be facing what is it, about 22 years in in jail, man. So yeah. So what you gotta say?
You touched on it in a good way along the narrative of the factors that nobody knows what to believe, because we wasn't there. Nobody was there, so you don't know what's true. You don't know what's not true. That. Both of those are, very great statements. I will say that. But Uncle told me a long time ago, talk is cheap and action speaks. Make $1 an hour.
Yeah.
So, body language and actions will always tell you what you need to know about a person. Don't know all the factors. It's very true. Nobody does. But what you can see is the arrogance from the situation.
Oh yeah.
Detail itself.
Yeah. With the album.
That too. But I'm gonna mention something else before that. What you said, what you mentioned, you know, about Meg getting into it with somebody in the vehicle. Now, you know, these are factors that, you know, Meg's best friend unfollowed her on Instagram. I believe it's her best friend who was locked up for a lot of years and just got out. You know, that's one. Two, I think it's
so was that the girl that was in the car with her?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
We don't know.
So
yeah, nobody knows. So
wow.
Yeah. So, and then if it was before, it might have been before, but I think it was after that happened. A hairstylist, you know, she gave an opinion about the matter, and she said, you know, she wasn't taking sides, but just wanted to tell her truth. And you know, she mentioned that Meg was seriously drunk at a party. I think it was a pool party, and she was actually kind of upset that Tory was giving more attention to Kylie Jenner, and that's what started it. You can kind of tell by, if you listen to a lot of Meg's songs, you know, she got a mouth on her. So you can probably picture, you mean any woman that get beyond the substance of, you know, liquor and alcohol, you know, probably gonna tell their truth at the end of the day. You know, that all of that's true. But it just makes it worse what this nigga went and did, making this album.
Yeah, that was even, yeah.
That was probably the corniest move in hip hop ever.
Yeah, man.
Corny. Yeah. And the actions behind it, the people, you know, commenting. Rick Ross made a comment. You know, there was comments made before that by Bun B and certain people in Houston protecting, and you know, him coming after everybody, defending his name, going after J.R. Smith. Don't look good.
Well, let me say this too. So, because we first addressed the situation, I was on the other side of it, like, damn, this is fucked up. This dude is, you know, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But then, when I heard some of the other information and other storylines after that, I was thinking, I was like, okay, what if the narrative that she's speaking about turns out that it's not true?
Yeah.
So how is that gonna affect people's opinion about what they said about Tory Lanez?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what if that narrative didn't happen the way that it happened?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hearing something else where her and a friend was getting into it, and she had the gun and they was wrestling with it or something, and yeah, I'm hearing all kind of shit. I don't know if it's true. This is what that's out in the public that I'm hearing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what if that's a narrative that can possibly happen in this situation? How's that gonna look? You know, people be like, "What? Damn, we didn't damn near, you know, crucify this dude." And you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it from a middle ground perspective.
It can happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely can happen. But you know, it's the other factors surrounding it. it seems like he's bringing more attention to himself than Megan. It seems like she took the back seat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, you know, when it's like that, my mother-in-law, she says it best. And she says it all the time. And my wife says it. She says it all the time now because she's heard it most of her life. But a hit dog hollers the most.
Hey, yeah.
So, I don't know why he made an album about it. I really don't. I don't know what possessed him to think. And, you know, believe it or not, some of those songs is all right.
Yeah, I haven't heard them, so I can't really, you know, speak. You know, I think I've heard maybe a snippet of, seen the little video, snippet of that, and it do sound like, you know, dope.
Yeah,
you know?
it sound pretty good, but it wasn't the right play. It wasn't like Rick Ross said. It wasn't smart.
Yeah, nah,
it wasn't smart.
That wasn't no smart move.
Nah, so
not right now. Now, what would have been smart was if when all the evidence came out and all the factors came out that she lied about it, then he did the album, then that would have been that would have been a triumph, you know, situation.
Absolutely.
But, absolutely. But right now, when you ain't even came out publicly and said nothing about it,
it's a crash situation altogether. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, it's just. It's nothing good that's gonna come out of it. If a black woman was shot in that kind of manner, it's just not good.
That's some fucking right there.
And then if, you know, a black woman wasn't shot and blaming somebody else, blaming an innocent black man, then it's still not good. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
I think that's even worse.
Yeah, man.
I think that's even worse.
Especially now that LA County's involved in, you know, he's facing up to 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. We might have a part 3 to this one.
Yeah, to be continued.
Yeah, to come back to. You know what I'm saying? But
on to the next topic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blindside you on this one. This is something that I ain't even kind of spoke to you about on it. But I got to come out myself and put my apologies out there for jumping the gun. I actually sat back and peeped this interview of this artist. Very controversial. A lot of...
I think I know what
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Lil Danny, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh no.
You know, you ain't. I told you I'm a blind. I'm a blind. But see, look, bro. You know, you probably ain't seen the interview.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But look, see, I went ahead and watched it. I said, you know, I sat back. I said, you know what? You know, we supposed to be in journalism. We supposed to be in. It's supposed to be an unbiased platform. I'm like, let me sit back and watch this and hear his side of the story. Mm-hmm. So when you hear his side of the story, you're like, damn, these cats really bodied themselves because, you know, first of all, let me say this. They took advantage of that little dude, man. Like, go back and watch the video. I said, listen, when everything came out about him snitching on everybody, and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. I seen it coming, you know, he was this, that, and the third. But when I heard his actual side of the story, the way they almost tried to, well, not almost, they were trying to kill that dude.
Yeah, slept with his baby mom.
They was fucking his baby moms.
Yeah.
They was stealing his money. You know, I mean, it's like, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to it, man.
It's a whole lot to it. And I'm not condoning snitching or none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna get into that too on the next topic. But two wrongs don't make a right. Put it that way.
Nah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't condone. I mean, condemn snitching, but we can't condone disloyalty, backstabbing, being fake homies and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you supposed to be the big homie, so you supposed to be protecting this dude, and you supposed to have your own role. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, he was telling them, you know, y'all young cats out there, y'all make sure y'all don't have a big homie like Shotty, and that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like me and 4 Hour Fly. That's like, you know, us being brothers and this and that, but behind his back, I'm trying to sleep with his baby moms.
A lot of that out here, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that out here. Too many cliques and circles, man. Too many. And I'm going to throw another topic in here along with this because it's touching this matter too. We'll jump back on it next Crash and Burn number 7, but that's exactly what's going on with, you know, the Ryan Henry situation from Black Ink, Chicago Black Ink.
I don't even know about
that's why,
that.
like I said, we gonna jump back on it because it's saying that, you know, the topic is of the matter of his homie, his best friend is a cancer. He got cancer, and while he, you know, was suffering with cancer, this dude was out sleeping with his baby mom. And then trying to deny it, and he just made a post today saying that him and her getting together is true. Wow. So that jumps back to that. It's a lot of that going on out here, man. A lot of that. You got to be very careful of who you introduce your girl to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put this fact in there too. A lot of y'all niggas, man, y'all want a bad bitch so bad.
Oh yeah.
You know, y'all want it so bad. But y'all don't take in the fact that if you think she's a bad bitch, it's 10 niggas think she's a bad bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to do most sexually to a basic female. So when you got something, you know what I'm saying? And that's another topic we gonna jump on too. You know, Jules Santana.
Ah man, yeah.
And, you know, Sin Santana.
Not
Sin Santana, but
Kimberly.
Kimbella. I'm sorry, not Sin Santana.
Talking about his wife. Yeah, I seen the post. I seen the post he put on there.
You know. You know, that's the most stupidest thing ever is to pimp your wife out here. Even with some of the pictures y'all niggas is posting. Don't get me wrong, some women can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my wife, you know, there's different shirts and stuff, you know, she's busty. It's, you know, a lot of times she can hide it, but there's certain pictures where she can't hide it. And that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? It might be some pictures we take where, you know, a cleavage might be a little extra. You know, I told her, like, you know, it's niggas that never like my post that like them pictures. And I know what they're liking it for. But, you know, I understand that because, you know, I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch that. You really do. You know, you gotta watch that expectation, you know. Like I said, this niggas out here trying to get with basic women, and, you know, niggas is gonna try to step in if they know they can step in. That's the expectation. Like, you know, I tell my wife all the time, you know, like, not to put our business out there, but, you know, it's you know, it's different men that, you know, they try it. But that's the expectation. I expect niggas to try it because she's a good woman for one. She can cook, you know, her ass off. She works hard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and she's sweet at the end of the day. So, yeah, niggas is going to try it. But just because niggas is going to try it don't mean that you got to be pushing it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, look at, you know, this is mine. Let me take a picture of her and show this ass cake, you know. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be niggas liking it and trying to, you know, when she's out with her girls, you know, them same niggas liking your posts. When she's out with her girls having girls' night in the club and they don't see you with her, yeah, they gonna try it. So not to jump off topic,
that's on topic, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a relevant, you know, topic, because I kind of forgot all about that. You know, that's something that happened recently, so yeah, most def.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful.
Yeah.
Very careful with that.
So the next topic I want to touch on is actually, I can kind of put them together. This Faizon love situation with VLADtv, and MC8 and JoJo Capone. I don't know if you know about that.
Nah, I ain't.
It kind of ties in together.
What happened with the JoJo Capone?
Well, you know, recently when Faizon Love came out and he basically was dissing VLADtv, calling him a fake Crip, MC8 and VLADtv did a song together. So he was coming out defending him, like, yeah, he's official, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no, you know, this, that, and the third. So I don't know if you've seen the video where Faizon Love was dissing VLADtv.
Yeah, I seen that part, but not the JoJo Capone.
Well, the JoJo Capone, well, in the video, Faizon Love too, in another video, he had came out and said that MC8 had paperwork on him that he snitched back in the day. So that's when JoJo Capone, he came out with a live stream and looked at the case, the actual case number, and it said he got it out of a book of, I guess, somebody he knew or something like that. Was a big time drug dude. But on the flip side, I seen both interviews. I seen the one with JoJo Capone and I seen the one with Faizon Love. I mean, JoJo Capone and the one with MC8.
Yeah.
So bottom line of what happened in that particular situation, you know, back in the mid-90s, he had a movie that he was doing. I think the movie had Lisa Ray in it.
MC8 was known.
Well, that he was involved with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That he actually got paid for it to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From that other guy that was, I guess he was the, I don't know if he was the director or, you know, he was one of the sponsors.
Right.
But keep a long story short, he paid him $100,000 to do the role. So his lawyer was the one that was kind of the middleman in the whole, you know, situation.
Right.
Where he linked up with those other dudes or whatever. So MC8 didn't really know nothing about him. He didn't really know his background or what he did in the streets or none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was just playing a role in a movie.
Right.
Fast forward, they end up getting subpoenaed. Like almost everybody involved with that cast in that movie or whatever. So the feds, it was a federal subpoena. So the feds, I don't know if they
served them.
Well served them, but MC8 said he didn't go to court, he didn't go to trial, or none of that. He said what happened was they asked him, did he get paid the $100,000, which they already knew he got paid for the movie, and did he play in this movie, which the movie was out. So they seen that he's in the movie. He was like, yeah. He said they didn't ask him about, you know, the other dude that had all the charges against him or none of that. I think his name is Nick Hill or something.
Right.
Doing like 20 years or something like that. But yeah, they didn't ask him none of that.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? They just asked him, did he get paid this amount of money? He was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I always, get paid this amount of money to do either shows or movie roles like that.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't have nothing to do with snitching, quote unquote. See, a lot of y'all nowadays get the term snitching misconstrued.
Mm-hmm.
The real definition of snitching is when you and somebody do a crime together and one of y'all testifies against the other.
Yeah.
That's what snitching is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The actual snitching came from the mob.
Absolutely.
That's where the shit came from.
Yeah.
And that's what it meant, is that when y'all was involved in a particular crime together,
mm-hmm.
and you tell on the next man to get out of the crime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Be called a rat, straight up.
Right. What MC8 did, I don't think that's snitching.
Nah.
Somebody getting paid to do, like, he's not in his gangster outfit.
Right.
He's in his rapper actor outfit.
Right.
And so you're like, yeah, I got, this is what I do. I get paid for these roles and this and that.
Right.
That's not snitching, man. So what I think it is, see, there's some other stuff that happened behind the scenes of what he's a part of that podcast, Gangsta Chronicles. I don't know if you know anything about that.
Yeah, I heard about
But MC8 is a part of that, and he was saying that, your boy,
Faizon Love.
JoJo Capone
Uh-huh.
was, I guess, he don't know if he was trying to get on that podcast because he was dealing with, I guess, one of the people that was involved in that, and they didn't never, I guess, give him the interview or, put him on as a host. So, he see it as he's clout chasing, and
It happens a lot too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of niggas want to be on the KRUZE review, sit on the back. Just can't let anybody ride and give their opinion, B.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
man.
But we will do that with a few too, not to step off subject.
Yeah, coming up.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I think that's a crash situation, because we need to stop putting the snitch jacket on every little thing that is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, I don't see that as snitching. I don't know where was, like MC8 said, where was the snitching, when and how? How did my information that I gave them apply to them locking that individual up?
Yeah, a lot of
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
cap, man. A lot
Yeah.
of that's cap. Straight up.
Yeah, Faizon Love and Dave East. What do you think about the Faizon Love trying to call out Dave East, man?
Faizon's corny. Straight up. Nigga, be an actor, nigga. Be an actor. I don't know if you're a comedian or what, but nigga, be an actor, because once again, nigga, you testing the temperature you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this to you, and I hope this gets out, nigga. Don't, you might can run the streets in LA. You might be good in LA, but nigga, don't ever come to New York, nigga. Don't ever come to New York, and don't ever touch down. If you do come to New York, stay in Manhattan, lower Manhattan. Don't go to northern Manhattan. Don't go up there in Harlem, because you're gonna get touched up there.
Yeah.
But make sure you do not cross the bridge that Ed Koch, 59th Street, Queensbridge. Don't come across that bridge, B. Don't do it. I don't know what it is with you niggas testing temperatures you know nothing about. I don't know what it is. I don't know when that became cool. Just like the bro saying about the snitch thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's this. I don't know where in the world that became cool, where you could just feel like you could talk and say what you want to say and not know a nigga's background. Like, where in the world did y'all niggas start doing that? You know what I'm saying? For real. Because you really don't know who you touching. You know what I'm saying? First of all, they, you know, yeah, we know the Bloods and Crips originated in LA. We know that. Yeah. We know that. But one thing niggas forget about with East is the fact that, you know, nigga got Rican blood in him. One of the worst gangs in America right now is the Nietas. The Nietas is affiliated with more blood, but can be affiliated, can have association with Crips too. The worst thing you ever want to do is mess with a Puerto Rican or a Dominican. I don't care what nobody say. You can try to make me believe anything's iller. It ain't nothing iller than a Puerto Rican or a Dominicano. Any nigga that can pull out a machete, you can't make me believe. I don't care if you throw out Russian, I don't care, Japanese, nigga, no. Haitian, no. Jamaican, no. It ain't nothing iller than a Puerto Rican and Dominican. Nothing. Them niggas will do some unknown things niggas can't even think of doing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think about, oh, the illest thing I ever seen a nigga do, these motorcycle gangs, they put a nigga in chain on one arm with a motorcycle and the other arm and stretch them out. Nah. There's worse stuff that can happen along with that. No. So, like I said, I don't know when it became cool with y'all niggas testing temperatures. With Faizon, nigga, you like 420. Yeah. You can't run fast. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't come to New York. That's all I got to say, talking that talk. You got some LA niggas after you now. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Faizon, man, with this. I just think this was all cap.
Cloud chasing.
Yeah, I just think he trying to get another role in a new movie because he broke.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been at it for a while, man, on the Crash and Burn on episode what, 6 or 7?
Yeah, episode 6. We gonna come back with 7.
Yeah.
You know, with a few topics. We named a few of them, so we'll jump back on it. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you rocking with the freshest, the KRUZE review on 4 I Fly
and TP.
Yeah, this is Crash and Burn.
Yeah.
Y'all be easy.